Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and we're coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. Right now, Robert Wolfe is going to join us. He's the founder of Zeck, which is in Huntington Woods. Robert, welcome to the show, and clarify, what is Zeck?
Yeah, thank you for having me. At Zeck, we are reimagining the miserable, archaic board meeting process.
Oh, the ultimate board. And of course, the
Yes,
formation of the board in my mind is one of the most important things, right? It's like
right.
a, it's like a good hire. You were referred to us by our good friend Ara at the Michigan Venture Capital Association as one of those businesses to watch, and it's growing, et cetera, et cetera. Are you going out there for funding at this point or not?
We're not. We did an A round led by Salesforce and Khosla, which is
Uh,
very lucky. So, from the get go, it was really important for us to surround ourselves with an awesome group of advisors because we've done it the right way and the wrong way in the
yeah.
past. So, we have just this amazing team around us helping us. Very lucky.
If you're like me, you've served on 8,000 boards, and some of them were funded and some of them were not. So there's all kinds of, what is this? Is this aimed at any particular sector?
So when we launched, we went to a very wide spectrum of companies just to learn. So
Okay.
we have giant public companies that you've heard of using Zeck, and we also have Techstars like companies that are just incubated that don't even have a board using Zeck, plus nonprofits, which has been really amazing because those have all come from referrals. Our target is really companies between 10 and $100 million. But if you have a board, Zec will work for you. So the audience is very big.
Well, it's interesting because some of the most screwed up boards I've ever seen have been in like the education sector. And it's generally the way they're appointed or voted on or whatever the case may be. So you may find yourself being called in a lot of different
Yes.
directions, is what I'm saying.
No,
Now,
it's a good problem to have. We're in it.
yeah, it is. You successfully built and exited a company before, Zach, and probably more than I know about. What kind of lessons did you learn in those ventures?
I, so I started two other Michigan companies, one called Moose Jaw. We sold North Face and Patagonia brands like that, and
Yep.
another called CrowdRise, which became the biggest platform to raise money for charity. For and is now part of GoFundMe. For us, everything was hard, and everything is hard. What we learned is that speed was really important for us, and whether that's speed to get work done, speed to and engage with our customers. We've always had this mindset that it's really hard to be the smartest, but it's not that hard to be the fastest. So that's where we're going to hang our hat. And that was an awesome lesson for us. And also having a real rapport with our customers. So we we try to be like the coffee shop that knows your order when you're walking in the door. That's atypical of a SaaS business, but that's our goal. And again, in terms of learning, we learned all those lessons the hard way.
It's interesting. I didn't realize I spent so much money with you at Moose Jaw.
Oh, thank you.
I'll tell you what a big part of it was. It was the people. You spent
Thank you.
some time training people, and we enjoyed the experience as much as the products.
No, that's awesome. For all of our companies, our goal has been to make it fun. We have found ourselves in these spaces that we think are maybe miserable is a little strong, but backpacking is supposed to be fun, and everyone took it way too seriously. The giving space was guilt ridden and burdensome, and we wanted to flip that and make it fun at CrowdRise. And now at Zach, we're in what we think is the most miserable part of running a business, which is the board meeting. And we're trying to flip that as well. So I appreciate that culture and
Yeah.
bringing our customers along that journey with us has always been really consequential.
Culture is a huge part of everything. Listen, we got about a minute and a
Great.
half left. Many organizations still run a lot of their board meetings using these long slide decks, static PDFs, etc. What problems do you see with that?
Well, there are numerous. I will tell you in our own experience at Moose Jaw and Crowd Rise, it took us about 150 hours to build the board presentation. We would send it to our board as a PDF that they couldn't read on their phone, nor could they engage with it in any way. But the worst part was we'd get into the live meeting and quite literally reread our board a deck that they had already read. All of that can be solved with a more modern tool set, and that's what Zeck does.
So you get to it and let's get some work done, right?
Yeah, we make it easy for the operating team to surface the information that the board will care about most so that your meeting can be forward thinking and strategic instead of homework and rearward looking.
That is awesome. Well, listen, Robert Wolfe, founder of Zeck in Huntington Woods and founder of other things that have been very successful and exited from, and that's the entrepreneurial dream. Thanks for joining us, my friend, sharing your wisdom. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and we will be back with more.